Credible years of service consists primarily of three components. The first being civilian service. That's exactly where the majority of you are right now. Okay, the majority of you all. Maybe some DOD individuals, and obviously that's a little bit different, but the calculation for the years of service still would be similar. But for you all that are civilian service employees, the first component is your civilian years of service. Doesn't matter how many agencies you worked for, those years of service count. An internship while in college, or even some program while in high school, those days, those weeks, or even months of service will count toward your civilian service. The second component is the Buyback military service. For all of you veterans who had not retired from your branch of service, you can buy those years of service back that will go toward your civilian years of service now that will help increase your retirement income. Well, why is that important? Here's an example. We have the privilege again to work with a lot of VA agencies across the country. And I can't tell you how many times we have the privilege to meet veterans. And the first thing we do is thank them for their service, because we understand your commitment and bravery to this country and what it is a lot of us do as citizens of this country. Well, if you worked at the VA at this point for 22 years and you're about to retire as a civilian employee, but you were enlisted in the Army for 8 years, well, your high 3 average pay times your credible years of service, which is your civilian service years, that gives you 22 years. But if you'd have bought back your military years of 8 years of service, that would give you 30 years of credible service. That will have an impact on your civilian FERS retirement annuity. Okay? Now, when you delay buying those years back, it becomes costly. But it's very beneficial for you to buy those years back, because as I just explained to you, it will give you more years of civilian service. Therefore, it will help increase your FERS annuity pension. The third component is unused sick leave. Unused sick leave is not your annual leave. It's not a use or lose. So how many ever days, I should say hours, that you have unused when you separate from service, those will be converted into days, weeks, or even months of service. But if you have less than 30, it's going to get dropped.